Okay, usually on this channel, I talk about movies that I love and if I would feel comfortable sharing those with my kids. But today I want to talk about a TV series that I really love and how much fun it was watching it with my kids. And I want to give my recommendation. So if you haven't sat down to watch Ducktales with your kids yet, you totally should.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
So why am I spending a video talking about a TV series that, premiered back in the 80s and 90s and then they rebooted now? And I am talking about the rebooted Ducktales, the 2017 one, the one that's on Disney Plus now. They just finished the series and we just finished it as a family. And the reason I want to talk about it is because it was so much fun. I loved watching it with my kids. We laughed a ton watching this show. We would, make references to the jokes at the dinner table afterwards. And it's just something that we've been able to share together that I really liked. That was as much fun for me as it was for them. That's why I want to make this recommendation. This is a clever show. It's fun and funny for the kids. It's got a lot of adventure. It's got a lot of great themes. So, I talk about themes with a lot of my reviews. The themes and lessons in this show is all about family. I'm going to probably give some light spoilers, but the show starts with Scrooge McDuck. He's this miserly old guy who lives all alone, who's completely cut off his family, and he's got some bad feelings towards his family. We learn about that later throughout the series. But then Donald Duck, his nephew, comes back into his life with Donald's nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They come back into Scrooge's life, and they make his life so much better, and they have so much fun going on adventures. This show is really about how family is the greatest adventure and makes your life better when you're together as a family. It's got all the great characters back from the old TV show. It's got Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. It does show Donald quite prominently, which they didn't back in the original series. They took him out because, the original writers didn't think the kids would be able to understand him. And they make fun of the fact that he's hard to understand in this series, and it's really great. It's really self-aware, and the jokes are right on the nose. The writers of this show, they talked about how they based it on Indiana Jones, The Adventure of Indiana Jones, and the comedy of Arrested Development. And I think that's accurate. It's not adult comedy, but those comedic beats are very similar to Arrested Development. I'd even say Parks and Recreation, the show Community. If you liked any of those shows, then you're going to like the comedic beats in DuckTales. Another plug is that Scrooge McDuck is voiced by David Tennant, who's a prominent actor, and there's a lot of other prominent comedians and actors in this show. So that means that something's there, right? They wouldn't sign up for a show that was just fluff, that was just silly. This is a show that is clever, is fun, and witty, and again, I had as much fun watching it as my kids, and we keep talking about it. And that's why I wanted to give that recommendation. You should go watch DuckTales if you want to share a TV show with your kids. So overall, what I liked, I love the overall themes of family. Family's everything. The greatest adventure is family. I also loved the jokes. I thought they went well. Some of it is just zany kid stuff that you won't always relate to as an adult, but there is always something for the adults in each episode, which is a lot of fun. What I didn't like about this show is the fact that it already ended, that it was only 3 seasons long. It's kind of a bummer. As far as cartoon shows to watch with your kids, this is in my top 3. I'll have to share the other 2 later, but this is one of my top 3 cartoon shows to watch with your kids. It's great. I can't say enough good things about it. It's a lot of fun. As where it falls on the spectrum of shareability, yes, this is a super share. Share it with your kids and have a lot of fun doing it. On these reviews, I always like to talk about questions to kind of, spark some conversation after watching shows. Some good questions after watching DuckTales is, how did you see these characters change throughout the series? Scrooge starts off as, Scrooge McDuck, this miserly old man that just doesn't like anybody or anything. And what does he become by the end? What are those character arcs you see? Another great thing I just want to add about this series is that each character is very individual and has their own place in this show. In the original show, they had Huey, Dewey, and Louie, that they were all the same character. You didn't know the difference between them. And in this show, every character is given a lot of heart. This show has a lot of heart. Other things that you could talk about is, what did you learn about family in each episode? Or what did you learn about family in the series overall? And the last question I would ask is, why does Donald not wear pants? But when he gets out of the shower, he puts a towel around his waist? Right? Anyways, that's what my quick review of DuckTales. Again, we just finished it, and I thought I would mention it. It was just fun. I can't say enough good things about it. It was a fun show that we're going to probably watch over and over again. If you like DuckTales, you like the old series, put it in the comments below. Or if you have other cartoon series recommendations that a parent would enjoy as much as the kids, let me know in the comments below as well. Maybe I'll do another review for those ones. And thanks for watching. If you like this type of review, hit that subscribe button, and I'll talk to you later.